Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is a chew review part 2. This is a short format chew review, and we will be taking a look at Stoker's Peach. So it's in the Our Pride branded bag. I am using this as the short format review for this product, Peach. The long format original chew review was of the pound bag. All right. Now, Our Pride, there's three of them. There's this, the apple, and the sweet. The sweet that I did this past month, I did put as a long format review because there was some question as to what sweet was. As it turned out, it was L50. But this is quite obviously peach. So this is what we'll be going with because this saves me from buying a pound bag of it. In retrospect, though, I would have used the pound bag too, but this is about $10 less. So you're looking at a 8-ounce bag, half pound of peach loose leaf. All right. It does have a Ziploc. The Ziploc is probably not engaged, and it's not a big deal because until you cut the top or rip the top, actually I should have got scissors. I will probably scissor cut the top to save the bag. Until you cut that off, that's a sealed seam. Okay. So you got seams on all sides here, so the Ziploc does not need to be engaged. Basically the same thing on both sides, except for the one side has the flip down. On the bottom, you have a barcode in the middle there. Sales only allowed in the United States up top. Leaf content, if I can get it flattened out there for you. And I will... Okay, so domestic... It's got this weird crease in it that you can... Geez, I still can't see what it is. Okay, domestic no less than 19% and foreign no more than 81%. That is what Stoker's products have been, loose leaf products, have been ranging at. A couple of years ago, it used to be 17 domestic and 83 foreign. Now it's 19 domestic, 81 foreign. This is sort of a budget product. A half 8-ounce bag is only running at a rather expensive online dealer at about 12 bucks. So, you know, it's one of those deals. So you have the comments down the bottom there, call number. They are still branding this as the National Tobacco Company of Louisville, Kentucky. It's now part of Turning Point Brands. That was the new name. I keep forgetting to recheck on that, but that is what they were going at in the last about 6 months ago. Let me hit pause because I have no scissors at this desk. So I'll have to go find some. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, and I'm back. But is it back? Yes. It is back and I am back. It is the masterpiece of technology known as my Dell All-in-One. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to cut off the top here. I'm going to go a little bit below the line to be on the safe side. The Ziploc was not engaged, but again, it doesn't really matter. Wow. I haven't had Stoker's Peach for a while, evidently. Okay, so it's got a really fresh, pretty natural peach flavor. Smell, rather. Flavor, too. But there's a lot of it in here. In these half-pound bags, basically, it works out where the whole bag is basically full. Whereas with the settling in the pound bags, it's a little bit lower. But in this, as you can see, if you can see, And if it looks like it's glistening a little bit, that's because it is. So, man, I'm gonna bang my fingers up on this. This is gonna be a 2+ video. Wow. Okay, it's really saturated. All right, so that's what you're looking at. Man, it has a really good smell. Not that like Star Peach doesn't have a good smell, but I couldn't really go into detail what the difference is smell taste wise, but this is far superior. And really, when you break it down to the ounce, dollar per ounce, this really is not much more expensive than the Star Peach. The only difference being is you can't get this in a 3-ounce bag. All right. So that's what you're looking at. It is heavily saturated. You can see some translucent bits there. It is what I'd call medium cut. Amazingly, I am catching all these little tiny pieces that are falling off into the bag, which is good because this way I don't have to lick the desk. Moving on. Anyway, cheers. Man, that's good stuff. I must have not had this recently. I must have not bought this in a while. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. And I'm back. Okay, look. Note that I am actually a fan of Star Peach. I actually like Star Peach. That said, this beats it hands down. There are 3 peach loose leafs that I know of. Stoker's, Star, and Peachy, which is an American Snuff Company product. It was originally Peachy Scrap. It's sort of like the mail pouch idea. Scrap tobacco off of whatever else they were doing. Originally, it would have probably been off of plugs, but with a peach essence. It's not overly strong. It's not peach forward, the Peachy, that is. The Star Peach is. But overall, even though I like the Star Peach, this wins hands down. There is nothing better than this flavor-wise, unless you don't like peach. If you don't like peach, then don't buy the peach loose leaf tobacco product. The only thing that maybe beats out this flavor-wise in loose leaf, for me anyway, from a personal perspective, is the Stoker's apple. But this is a close second to that. Now that I think about it, we will be doing a short format review of the Stoker's apple in the Our Pride bag. So, if you see this, now I'm ordering it online. I got this at the Northerner. I don't tell anybody to use the Northerner. That said, it would seem that in the continental United States, it is free shipping now, the lower 48. But their prices, the prices are insane. But even with insane prices, I think this was before their tobacco tax, which is basically them adding every tobacco tax that they can find in North America onto the product. I think it started out around $12. That's not too bad for 8 ounces. That's almost 3 bags, 3-ounce bags. It's 2 3-ounce bags and 2/3 of a third bag. So you do the math on that compared to, let's say, Redman or Levi Garrett, even worse. This would definitely make, if it hasn't already, if I haven't said it already, my top 5 list for Chew. Easy. Not even a question. So this has been my review of Stoker's Peach in the half-pound bag, Our Pride branded. Our Pride is just something that Stoker's did with peach, apple, and their L50, which they're calling sweet. The other products that used to be, anyway, in half-pound bags are just in half-pound bags that look like the pound bags, only shorter, because they're half-pound bags. Anyway, this is a winner. If you get to try it, I could see if you can't, if you haven't had it before, obviously, if you have the chance, buy it in the 8-ounce. Okay? But this is something I would say, unless you don't like peach, I would say I would recommend getting it even if you could only get it in the pound. And that, loose leaf chew slap to the desk, is that. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.